Good evening, friends. Welcome to Workers and Resources, Traditional Farmers Democracy. And the brick factory is just about to be completed finally. 52 workdays left. 500 rubles worth of work. Cheers. Yes. So soon, very soon in fact. Pardon me, slightly. Yes. Like any second now, in fact, we'll have this done. This has taken 1.5 years at least to build. Yes. And this little bit will also need to be built in order for... But I'm going... Yes, that's why it's not happening. I'm going to need to take the help of this construction office, since we need workers for it. Yes, there we go. Yes, the Mars 305 is on its way. Fantastic. And you're so close to being done. You're as good as done. And this means that we can resume construction on the prefab panels factory. Yes, continue. I wonder, will I need to assign it manually? Perhaps two. One. There we go. It's done. Finally. No resources coal. Yes, as soon as this thing is finished. We have 51 workers, and there are 71 workdays left. That's not going to work out unless they have a mechanism to help them, and they don't. Because one workday must be one shift of these here, one of these here people. It just has to be. We shall see. In that case, it should be... Yes, work has not even... there's only been resources so far, and now workers. Yes, it's going to take another trip for the bus. Think. Yeah, we'll see. It will be done when it will be done. And in the meantime, we have, let's see here, we have a little bit of bricks here. Yes, they were left over, or they were already on the trucks. And they could be used for this, but that's not assigned to a construction office, unfortunately. But it's going to be, like now. The source is without prefab panels. Yes, it is. Well, that's why we're building it. And apparently I need to tell you to build these as well. It's very important to have the conveyor. I may claim some sort of experience, at least in this game. Proficiency, I mean, I think I do quite decently. Pretty often, at least. But you know, I've not really constructed things before. I built one gravel quarry before, and that was most as a test. You know, and that's why this is slightly poorly organized. I don't have much experience or any fact in doing proper construction business, and this is not proper. But it is the components of a proper construction business. But far from all the pieces are there, you know. But you're now producing. You're producing fantastic. And you don't have much storage space here. But maybe that's fine. You know, we don't need a huge stockpile of these of these things. After all, no. What we do want to tell you though is to get your bricks from here instead. And also this one. You should also get your bricks from here. Bricks. The brick factory. It's here. Very good. And let's see then, now that we have bricks a bit more ready. Yes, this is more like it. 23 tons in one go. I think that we're using asphalt at the moment. We can suspend work at the asphalt plant and instead hope that some workers choose to show up here and hurry things along a bit. As the one sole worker in the gravel processing plant is doing enough work to keep up. There came a bus with workers, I would suppose. No. Didn't bring any, or where did they go? What was the bus otherwise doing out here? I don't know. But there should be a bus here. Where are you? Yes, here you are. You're on your way. 29 workers on board. Wow. You're also supplying the wood cutting post with workers, but we have plenty of things, and 605 tons of felled trees are waiting to be transported. Yes, all the the bus was for the workers for the conveyor belt. That's what it was, and that's why the conveyor belt is now in. Fantastic. And if we have everything we need to get not done, but to get going on the prefab panels factory, and if we could get a road crane down here. I mean, what did you do with the crane after the nothing? It's here. Why don't you send it here? You might, when there are workers, we shall see. No. Yes. I was sending the crane. Very good. Okay, so this is, how many years is this going to take now? I think it's going to take years actually, because we now have bricks so readily available. Right here, plenty. Look at this. We have an amazing amount of bricks. What is this doing to the coal heap? Nothing. Not even putting a dent in it. Really? Yes. Only 35 workers in the mine at that. Very good. I mean, one thing that is on the agenda is, of course, the iron mine here. And you have the concrete and the steel. Get going. Get to it. Because the other construction office also has a crane, I think. What's this? 29 work days are left. I mean, I could, if I were to, set you to have a slightly larger radius, so that you would reach out here. Maybe it doesn't do anything to that. No, okay, it took a little while. There we go. Then that may mean that you'll be sending workers out here. And that also means that we actually do need asphalt. The source of workers is empty. The source is without prefab panels. Doesn't have a source for prefab panels. You are without source of prefab panels, I would think. And also I was thinking ahead a bit and thinking that the chemistry is something that we should get involved with. It's going to take a while, but such is the tradition here. We're not working quickly. I mean, at this pace, how much was it? It was 700 workdays. Did it continue? 0.28%. Yes, it does. Very good. Yes, we already have students waiting for professor. We can expand the workforce here quite a lot, in fact. Like that. 5 students in auditorium for 3 professors and 3 staff. Okay, that's poor. A bit. The 31st of January of 1973. 1973 has passed already. Was it 2 years? Oh, it was 1. I don't know. The important thing is that it is New Year's Eve of 1973, and I think that 1974 is when it finally catches on here a bit. In the brick factory, for example, look at this, the heavy smoke. It's doing fantastic. We don't need quite this many workers in here, I don't think. We could keep it to a minimum once we have built up the prefab panels factory. Yes, this is now going a whole lot quicker. Resources needed to finish the entire construction. 93 tons of bricks and 1,420 workdays. Yes, it is a bit of work. Now here, yes, I have a dedicated little truck that is supposed to go and fill this up, and is doing so, but it's taking a while. But that's fine. This is very, very, very great. In fact, 18 people in the oil refinery, in the coal power plant. The oil refinery has 30 workers at the moment. There's plenty enough. We don't want any large scale oil setup. No, we're doing something different this time. Construction, which really is trying on the old patience, you know. Workers or mechanism, okay. But I don't think the steel mill is supposed to be here, really. I'd rather transport the coal a little bit on the conveyor belts out to maybe here. We can have the iron. The iron will go into to an iron ore processor. I'm not sure if S1 will be enough for now. Anyway, a small scale. We're not going to be exporting hundreds of tons of steel. We're going to be using it to build a better future, a different future. Yes, I suppose so. You need flat terrain. Is it doing one of those things for the thing? I cannot see. Yes, it is. So here, around here somewhere. Quite maybe here. Closer to the, yes. Very good. And a bit of road access for you. And for the other thing, we need to cross the road here. I'm not sure it's a good idea to cut this road off. No. They'll find another way if they have to. Maybe. Yes, they will. Because here, in the middle of the road, that was unnecessarily much. Yes, it was. Here we'll go for a mod and a conveyor transfer pipe engine. Road crossing. Yes. Perfect. And here the iron will come out like so. And the conveyor belt. I built it the wrong way. I planned it the wrong way around. But that's easy to fix. Just do it again, but correct this time. Yes. Thank you. The tooltip actually helped. Here comes a truck. That is going a crane, I think. It's a road crane. Very good. So we'll have that at one time or other. We'll have this and this. Now, maybe I should just pay for this and the road here to not have this awful situation which may occur with this road being out, and this thing requires a little bit of complicated stuff, you know. What do you want? You have mechanical components for us. Will that be for this, maybe? Yes. 3 workers, construction on the mine. It's progressing. Yes, indeed it is. And here comes steel. Right, landscape. How is it looking here? It's it's completely flat. Excellent. Because for the steel, I really feel that we should have an external storage, shouldn't we? Well, that it may also be a bit problematic sometimes, you know. We should have external storage, but maybe not here. First of all, we could have it here. I mean, it's completely possible. I think. Get rid of that for now. Let's see. One could, for example, put an enormous open store, as large as they get, open storage here, but it does not have the inputs in a helpful direction. No. So we cannot. But maybe there is something. Let's have a look in the storage and see what we can find. Multi-rail open storage. I think that these are quite large. It is very large, and the quarry would be in the way to if you'd want to get rail out of here. Yes, but we can fix that later. Will you really allow yourself to be built here? I have a planned conveyor belt, you know. This seems very forgiving. Yeah, I think there's something wrong with this. How about a small one? Yes. better. Much better. Where's the other conveyor input? Is there? Yes. A little bit difficult. But yes, this would, I think, would be good. Maybe. It's difficult. This. Fine. We'll have this. Okay. We'll have it. Right? Yes. And I'll even try and point the railroad in such a way that we could avoid the quarry, maybe. Right, now we need a conveyor input here. And a road conveyor crossing. Parking lots, conveyor pipe engine, yes. Road crossing. And as it will happen, this is exactly what I want you to do. Not that though. Not this. Yes, and then we shall have something different. This is really helpful here. You know. Okay, we want to go over there. How long can you make it? About that long. Okay. You'd want it on the other. Yes, you don't want it this way. You want it more like this. And then, yes, we'll continue. Oof, that was pretty good. Yes, exactly. This is exactly what I want. That's a bit too easy almost. Don't know what to say. May still prove a little bit challenging to get a road underneath this though, but it ought not be. No, we'll head straight up to this one and then on here. Yes, very nice piece of road. No, this is not going to work. Damn it. Fine. Yeah, goodbye. We'll have it back. Which one was it? I don't know. It's not this one we want. Nope, it's not this one. No. No. Yes, it's like this every time, I know. If we try and angle it out a bit, looks a bit wonky, but that's how it is. Road. Would you? Yes, you would. Like that. One day it might just become something. This. And I suppose we can continue construction once you get to that point. Tell me, yes, you need bricks. Very good. How are we coming along? 1,000 work days left. Okay. Okay, well, there is someone who has a question mark here. What's your problem? road 1313. What is that? Is this? Yes, but why? Why are you so eager to do that bit? First we need a road here, you know. Or something that connects this to something. Dum dum da dum. The power plant is doing so well. It's doing fantastic, in fact. This is doing a bit too good. I really don't need this many people here. I think I have 2 buses on this line, and yes, we have lines. Imagine that. There are even 3 buses. We could definitely Petroleum-Arbetarlinjen. But one is already in the depot. Okay. And then we have 2 Chav B13s. Where are we? Here. One of you. Yes, you can go to the depot. Do I have something more here at the depot? Yes, we have 2 enormous tankers and a large bus. Yes. The farm is doing quite well, I think. How's the fire protection out here? It's a bit far away, isn't it? It's okay. This field is not fire protected, but we can do without. And here, how is work progressing? Not at all. Rolling asphalt. You don't have a roller. That's probably your problem. Okay. Let's see if you complain about this then. No. I suppose you can do it by hand, but we can buy you a little roller. Yes. There you go. You're welcome. Now look at this. This is starting to take shape a bit. Already. Imagine that. Yes, and then we're going to have a truck going from here to here, up, back and forth with feed for the livestock. Yes. There's all sorts of things here. Yes, this is going to take a while. Oh, never mind. How is the prefabs factory done yet? No, it's not. It's 693 workdays left to. And all this, when you expect that to be done, in a few years, I would think. The iron mine has gotten to about 10%. There is quite a bit of work to build a mine. Very work heavy. So is actually operating the mine. Yes, it is. I'm really waiting. I really want these houses in, you know. We've been waiting for them for the better part of 2 years by now. Maybe even more. And at the time, it seemed like a really good idea to move people in from around the Republic. But right now, we are actually getting full of people. there are even 4 adult children. I mean, even a terrible place like this with a quality of flats of 65% is now... It's full everywhere. Not here. No one lives here. But then... What's this? How do you manage to survive? You don't have a connection to the outside world. You haven't had for a very long time. Is there anywhere that I could move you? The villager's house, but it's full now. So I can't. Out here. Yes, they're probably without reach of the store or something. That's why they're empty. Quality of flat 65%. Yes. There we go. Let's see if we can get another one of these in here. And this time residential. Yes, do not get any citizens at all, in fact. That's a bit close, a bit closer than I would have it. Okay, there are many power lines here. Be careful. And we only need to remove the expensive one. Yes. Residential. Can't build due to infrastructure. Need flat terrain. There you have flat terrain. Flattish. Anyway. It overlaps and all sorts of things. Doesn't it just? This might be a little bit problematic. Yes, it might be. Let's see, what do we have here? It's a bit of a lump here, I would say, where you built the house. Built again? No. Maybe we should come down to this level, rather. Or this level. We should try. Although they have changed the rules a bit regarding the inclines that both, I think both, I have confirmed the factory connections, but I all think that maybe also the footpaths are now fixed so that you cannot have them going up and down, you know, a sheer cliff or something. So, road. Yes, I would need this, but I can't have this. You know what? Goodbye. Yes. There we go. And let's see if we can't also get these to connect as well, you know, otherwise it's no use. And I really need this as well. I built it too tight. Really did. Stop doing this swirly thing for now. I just want the old straight. Ah, come on. You want to do this? What was that? And then this, and then come on, please. Actually, maybe I want something that swerves out a bit here in order to be able to... Ah, come on. What are you doing now? What is this? This is game crashing maneuvers that we're dealing with. Let's try and build this out first. That's completely terrible. Yes, I agree. If you wouldn't mind just doing an old-fashioned type, and as very much long as possible, but it's not going. No, it's not. Should we give up on this? Maybe now. This would be a good idea at the time to give up on it. Yes, that would be an excellent time to give up on it and try again. Here. That must be enough space to get the footpath in. No, yes. Come on, when did you get so picky? Too steep of a descent that has never been seen before on a footpath. That is new indeed. Yes, and road, if you wouldn't mind stop that, whatever you call that, overlaps something or other, okay. Yes, and that, I would think that is quite important, that power line that was just torn down a few days ago. By now, we should reinstate it here. So this I'm paying for. Is the prefab factory done yet? No, it isn't. 646 workdays are left, and there is no workers. There are no workers on the workplace site. Right. And this stuff, is it coming along? This is not assigned to a construction office. It should be. Let's build this, and this, and this, and everything here. That's road connection doesn't exist yet. Okay, fine. Here is something going on. What are you doing? You're heading here, I would think. But there is some problem. You're lacking gravel. Meanwhile, you have a truck here with gravel. Something is up with this. I suppose the easiest way is just to do this. I don't care at the moment. When it bugs out like that. 2,500 rubles seems like a good deal to not have to deal with that. You have been at the border and costed me $18,115. I mean, it's happening. Stuff is definitely happening. It's very slow. But progress is being made. If we look at this now for last year, how much foreign manpower? 775 workdays. That isn't that much. Very good. And the meat and the clothing. And yes, why would I research chemistry? So that I can build a chemical plant and produce chemicals so that we can make fabric and so that we can sew clothing. Yes, it's a different tactic. We're starting everything from here, and then I mean, I have only done this little bit of the map. We have here, for example, it's very quiet here. It's very quiet here. But we have this place. And we have, I think there's a little, is there a little village here? Yes, there's a little village here on the border. And here is another one, Hansasino. And all the way up here is a very remote. But also, I would think the largest one. They even have these, And out here, there is something as well. Yes, that's about it. And of course, the border town here. Here is something. What are you doing? What are you doing out here? We're going to the Polochevo construction office to load. What are you doing out here then, if I may ask? They're all taking this route. That might be because because of this. Because of this not existing, really. And they feel the need to take that route back for some reason. Yes, should I build this? Yes, I think I should. It was a little bit of money there, but it was integral part of the infrastructure for transit and everything. An important bit of road. No workers or mechanism. Neither is there a bus heading here. But that's fine. It'll be a long while before we have the steel mill. Bricks. We can now decrease the amount of workers in the brick factory significantly. There is so much construction traffic here. Everywhere, all the time, there are construction vehicles making noise, going up and down the roads, and so on. Right, I think that we'll take a little break and see if the prefab panels factory can't be finished. Actually, we quite don't need a break. I need a break, though. Yes, and so that's what we'll have. But yes, we'll have a little break. I'm going to have to do something about this music track, like that maybe. Yes. And like that. Yes, and we resume. Like here, I'm just going to need one of these. There we go. And I mean, you look away for 5 minutes and chaos ensues immediately. This time. I mean, last time we had the time lapse, for that was going for hours and hours and doing quite well. Now, as luck would have it, the truck that is transporting diesel to this place was set to wait until unloaded, and of course this only has one parking space. So when it had done the excellent job of filling this up with diesel for over the course of 2.5 years, Yes, here's. It got to the point where it blocked, so that other vehicles could not get in. No, and yes, and now none of the petrol stations have any diesel. None of the diesel stations have any. Mack. Yes, you could use the word mack. You know, that's our word for it. A mack. Excellent word. But the mack is empty. And let's see here. And I don't think that we have any electricity neither. No. So even if we were to have fuel in here in some way, but we're not going to get it because there's a major traffic jam. Yes, we're going to have to fiddle with the electricity for a little bit here. Yes, here. Yes, we need some. We'll continue or not continue, but start over on. I think it was this track that we had. Now, import mode, please. As long as this doesn't send power all over to NATO. No, it doesn't. So, was that enough to sort of jiggle it about enough for this to change? I mean, when this here gas station gets fuel in it, this will move, and that will resolve things. But I don't quite see how that is going to happen right now, you know, because goddamn it, I closed down that. I'm not meant to do. How? Yes, we actually do have fuel. What's this? Something taking a strange route. Here we have like 1160 tons of fuel. If I just had a tanker down here, I mean, I could always buy one. They will come in handy, certainly. So yes, that will be fine. Oil tank. And now it is 1973. I think that we have more possibilities now than we had before, don't we? No. Well, this maybe. Yes, 12 tons. Not quick, but yes, you're not going a long way. It's rid of all the stuff. Yes, this is not going to get the line because this is. I'm not going to say temporary, but it's something that we're just going to do here right now. Yes, go. The whole future of the thing relies on you. No, not all of it, but quite a bit actually. Yes, but where is the actual internal diesel transport? And you were the one causing the issue in the first place. Here, you are going to the gas station, right, to fill it up a bit. Good. But what's the matter with the other places then? Out here. Yes, there's no fuel, and you don't have enough. All your tankers are stuck in traffic, aren't they? Yes. What do we have here? We can do something temporary here as well. I mean, desperate times, and so on. Where? Here. I hope you can get there. You maybe blocked a bit, but yes, and then you go here, unload, go. This may be a problem. No, it's not full. Good. you still have fuel. Be light on the gas there, because it's a scarcity for the moment. Right here, anyway. It's I assure you, we have so much of it stored up. 2,500 tons of it, in fact. The problem is just that it's not really where we need it at the moment. You have so much alcohol, and I was thinking that maybe I should sell a bit of it. This, 175 tons. I mean, we don't really go through a lot of it, do we? No. So yes, yes. As long as I don't forget about it, and just it sells a lot of stuff. Can we borrow one of your covered hulls, maybe? You, for example, you already have alcohol. Yes, we'll borrow you. Then you have a stop here at the road cargo station. Yes, you load 100% of alcohol. And wait, why not? Or not, maybe. I don't know, but this is pardon me. Yes, we will take this border house customs place. Not unload, load. Wait till you are loaded up on alcohol. Do not unload anything. Should we do some? Could we view line detail? You create the line automatically. This is alcohol export bag. Yes, and you do that. Very good. I think that they have implemented the lines system quite cleverly. Actually, it must have been quite difficult to make. Damn it, Cat! You are very aggressive. You're going to bite. You're going to destroy my mouse cable. You cannot. Calm down. You are too old for this. Yes, excuse the interference. It's my co-worker. She has gotten a bit excited here with the mouse cable, It's not every day you see a 20-year-old do something like that. Calm down, please. Yes. No, she will not resist. She will not stop it. This is not me. This is a cat that is handling the mouse at this moment. Yes. But I think that you should be careful with this, this wire. This is not something you should be biting so fiercely. Quite stop it. Yes, stop it. Yes, pardon the interruption. Will you please stop? How old are you? Yes. This is ridiculous. I'm sorry. Maybe I should have to pause. As you have to imagine, a 20-year-old female cat cannot resist messing with the wire for the mouse. But I think it's more of a protest that she wants attention. She have to, I'm doing this now. Yes. Meanwhile, things are happening here as well, I think. What do we have? Nothing. But something. No. We have assigned construction officers, but you're missing gravel, so they have not gotten to it yet. No. Is this set to help? Yes, it is. But it only has diggers and bulldozers. It is for terraforming purposes, that one. Did this resolve the situation, by the way? Yes, it did. 2 things I did. And was it you? No. No. It wasn't that one. It was this one. Yes, it was this one. Here comes another load. No. Medium customs house. Yes, you go and get cement for the prefab panels. The prefab panels factory is up and running. Has it produced anything? You mean it has produced? Or is this the first run? No, it's not the first run. But maybe it got stuck in traffic. Let's see. We don't have any vehicles. We don't have any in the export. But has any shown up here? No. None. Let's see. Resource status. Do I have any prefabricated panels? No. None. Okay then. That's still going to take a while for that truck to get. Yes, that traffic incident was quite annoying. I mean, I suppose this is the sort of thing you have to do with this game when you play it. When you do construction, you have to go away from it for a bit. It takes ages, but things are going on, and I mean it's starting to work out because the baseline that I set up first for all the capital is actually bringing in money. Not a lot, but something. And I mean it was really expensive to establish all of the buildings things. It drained the last bits. But this was a good investment. Yes, we have made much money from this. It's balanced the budget quite a bit. And all the fuel that we have used, except for a few truckloads in the very beginning, has been our own. A few truckloads, well, for a bit we imported some, but not since then. I don't think. No, nothing should be set to auto purchase. There is one thing that is set to auto purchase, and that is the clothing and the meat. But the meat we're working on, and I wonder how the distribution office will deal with the with meat. If it will be able to deal with meat. So that's always a problem, and these places do not have these places, the small shopping centers. They only have like 2 parking spaces. Yes, so it gets quite crowded when you want to deliver electronics and clothing and meat and food. Yes, so that's going to be interesting. Speaking of which, I should get one of those in here. Where was that now again? Was that infrastructure? Was that... no. It could be... It was storage related, wasn't it? Storage. Storage. Yes, medium distribution. Small distribution office maybe for the meat. Yes. Oh. Yes. I mean, we're planning a lot of stuff here, and things are happening. But yes, all the resources are over here, and that's causing a bit of traffic incident, but traffic problem sometimes. I wonder if I were to build a second perilous mountain road here, finish it so it's possible to go down the other side of the mountain. If anyone would choose to use that road. Let's see here. Yes. I think that will do better without too steep of a descent. Yes, but come on, yes. We want to do this if we do it in very, very, very small increments. Maybe. No. Fortunately, yes. Yeah, this is painful. It is very much painful. This is really not you're not supposed to do it like this, I don't think. Yes, but I need to get a very, very steep road in. I mean, we have to put up a sign, like a 14% incline, or whatever it may be. But yes, it did connect. Fantastic. That is one steep road. Maybe a bit more than 14%. Yes, that's very, very steep. I'm almost a bit impressed. In fact, yes. That looks more like a ski slope or something. Yes, that will be something when that's done. Maybe someone will choose to go that route. It will probably be the main highway they will choose. That's nice. We have a little mountain pass, and here we have how much? Are we using lumber for something? Is the sawmill running? What are you building? As you know, you built a lot of stuff. Or planned a lot of stuff, conveyor things and what have you. I mean, these should require planks, you know, because they're built of wood, but they don't. No, that's what you get for using mod. But it's a good mod. The main advantage over the stock is, of course, that it keeps the conveyor belt at a level, and which is also the way you'd want to do it if you're going to do a long conveyor line, because letting it go down and then taking it up again, you're going to lose a lot of energy or efficiency and efficiency in that process. And that's not something that you want to do. You want to keep it level if you can. Yes. Thermodynamics basics, you know. Yes. This I have a little bit in the throat, I think, a frog or something. But let's see. Yes, it's going to be a long one, this. Because this is slow. This is very slow. But the prefab panels, have they started being produced yet? No. We still don't have any prefab panels. Where is the cement truck? Have you... Yes, you're heading to the building. You are in a built-up area, but it's not our town. Oh, you just left the border. Great. That's quite lovely, though. Rolling through the village here. Or town, or whatever you want to call it. This is not bad neither. Maybe not the green. Green is not the most optimum color. Orange against this very green background, I think, is optimum. So I quite like the hilliness of the random generator. That's very nice. So my main, it's nice. It's very nice to me. But if you could get some sort of preview, you know, click, run, see somewhat of what it would be. And also, that's actually not the most important bit. The most important bit is the lack of rivers. There is no, I don't have any sea access, you know. I mean, the only place I have, I think, is here. I could build a port here and then have a rail line, but that defeats the purpose of the ship. The point is that you don't have to build transport infrastructure on the way. You need a harbor and things on land, but you move the stuff on the water. That's the point. Anyway, that and also the it should be more bunched together, you know, and because everything is available everywhere, and it's available all over the place, really. They even have uranium quite close by. Yes, I mean, if I do want to get into the nuclear industry. I do. And if I should, yes. Now you're biting in the cable again. I'm afraid you're going to destroy it. They don't do that. I like this mouse a lot, you know. They don't do it. Stop it. This is ridiculous. Yes, now she went away. Okay. Yes, this is a bit different one, and a long one is going to be. I mean, it's going to have its highlights, certainly. This is an aggregate form of entertainment, or whatever you'd call it, entertainment. This is an aggregate form of thing. Yes, if you have an idea of what it could be, please share. But this is nice. Look at this. We have a Peterbilt going through an old East European looking village. Sort of East European looking. Yes, it is. You know, very old. Yes, starting in the 70s. Maybe it's not. I don't know why I have done that lately. It is the preset, I think. You have a long way to go. And the cement, how much cement does it go through here, the prefab panels? It has a 25-ton import cement tank. You consume 10 tons a day. This takes a whole lot longer than 2.5 days to make its journey per work day. That is 1 day, because there are 3 work days in 1 day, and this takes like 14 days. So that's many work days. My hope is that we're not going to need that on such a regular basis. We're only going to need them every now and then when we're building stuff, such as residential buildings. And I really don't want people to start, escaping because they are too old, or adult children too old, yes, because they're becoming adult children, and they are getting close to the. What is this? What is happening? It's difficult to form sentences. Yes, they're getting close to the age of 30. That's when they'll escape or emigrate. 1 workers can't work because of low education level. 4 citizens were not able to participate in any sport. That's fine, because they are very fantastically happy, in fact. Well fed. In good health, really good health. I haven't built one of these here things, but yet. But I should definitely do that. I think we'll have one here. You can't build due to infrastructure. Yes, there's a power line, but here can't build. Here you can build. Yes, and I think it will be lovely here. But over here, in the middle here, yes, I think it will be quite terrible. And over here, it may also be quite terrible. Although that's fine. How's this coming along? The iron mine. No workers or mechanisms, and there's 3,000 workdays left to do this. I don't suppose that you can have the use of a mechanism for this. We don't have any tunnel boring machines or anything. No, this is dynamite and drills and stuff. That's what it is. This truck that is filling up this must be very slow, because to my knowledge we're not paving that much. Maybe a little patch every here and there, but that's about it. What's this? You're coming along. Problem is that we don't have enough workers on the construction sites. Neither do we have. Here, resources needed. There are no resources here. Oh, the road isn't finished yet. Why isn't? This is not assigned to a construction office. This bit, that's a shame. It should be. I don't know. Is it all modded buildings that don't get assigned? All mod buildings that don't get assigned. I don't know. But this has been built. Yes. No. Fine. Oh, the perilous mountain road is getting built. This is Be careful. There, you don't want to fall off the ledge. That is something, this road. And one day we may pave it. And then have a rally or something. We could have a rally on the gravel as well. There's a mechanism here, but you're missing steel. Really, are we using that much? We have some in stock, in store. I think that there's just so many things going on right now. There are so many construction sites, and they go every bit here and every bit there, you know, and yes. Do you do something? Yes, you help a bit on roads with diggers and stuff. Ah, good. Do you have problems? Yes, you have plenty of problems, but you don't have vehicles for any of that. So that's fine. And this, do I need to tell explicitly to do that as well? I suppose I do. It's no, this is assigned to 3 construction officers, no less. Right, and the steel mill, you know, getting workers in here is going to prove, well, we're going to have to do something proper. How many works are waiting here any given time? 20. Yes, when we get going with the prefabricated panels, which we have not because there are no workers. If there could be workers, we actually have made a few. Yes, we have made a few. But you're the cement truck, so we have only made 6.62 tons. You're coming with concrete or something. Where are you going? The iron mine. Oh. And this is the correct route. Yes, I suppose. Seems popular. Anyway, workers. Yes, workers we have on this bus. But you don't... what's the problem here? Why you know... why? Hello, what? Is there a problem? Yes, Pierre Dansk, it's this one. But there are only 8 workers on board. How long have you been traveling? What's going on? Not long. And a lot of them went to the sawmill. It's more important that we do the prefab panels, you know. As we can have one person keeping the lights on and everything, sharpening the blades and such. The demand for boards is pretty low at the moment. But there we go, 5 workers in the prefab panels factory. It's something. Yes, and we have a truck that is waiting here 100%. You want 34 tons. Oh, that's going to take a while. How much cement? Well, at this rate, not that much. And this was like really cheap cement, wasn't it? I don't think that truckload was that expensive at the border. Cement. 50 rubles per ton. No, it wasn't very expensive. That's great, I don't have to make cement. How much are prefab panels at the border? But you need more of that stuff, you know. Cement you don't need so much. Yes, it makes sense to import cement. Yes. The nuclear fuel cycle we could start getting a bit interested in as well. It's just that it would be a really good thing to have the steel mill up and running before doing too much expansion. Because otherwise we're probably ending up importing a lot of steel, and that's expensive as hell. Yes. You have wood. There are no workers, and they cannot store export boards, so that's fine. Steel. We're using steel. Have you filled up with prefab panels? Where did you go? Which house? Which building? This one? Apparently we have workers here. We're not supposed to have workers here, but yet. Not until we get the prefab panels out, then you can come and help. Yes, you really have to be on everything if you want the construction to happen in any sort of any sort of thing. But where did the truck go? Because it's not here anymore. So it must have gone somewhere. Here it is. You're going to load up 100%. You don't look like 100% loaded. And I mean, they need 76 tons of this stuff per building. Okay, fine. So this place we can now get a bit of workers in here. Yes. And things should start happening. Yes, they are. Not quick though. It will really help to have a mechanism. However, there are only 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Yes, you know, Cat, not only is it annoying, it's also a bit cute. Yes, it is. But it is, what should I call it, very distracting. Yes. Så låt bli för fan nu. Yes, animals, you know. The focus is fantastic, isn't it? Yes. But this is now happening. Yes, 26 workers. It's going. Construction is running without issues, and the crane is arriving. Fantastic. I mean, at this rate, look at it now. There we go. This is more like it. But the prefab panels are already out. We're out of prefab panels. We need more. Like a lot more. What's going on over here with this prefab panel thing factory? We have 20 tons of in export. It's running quite intermittently. Am I overloading the power plant maybe? What? God damn it. The electricity. I do not switch it back. I have been importing electricity. Export. Yes. How much did that cost this year? Rubles. Power. 2,500. Not that bad. Okay. Come on, you can do this. 14 megawatts, you can do this. I'm just gonna have to get used to the facts. But fine, I'll lower it down a bit so the inrush current isn't that bad. And there we go. Yes, it's a detailed simulation of electricity. Quite detailed, anyway. Yes, it's good. Very good. You have prefab panels. Now you're making it, or you have made it. For now you have no workers, but anyway. Yes, I could have bought prefab panels at the border, of course, as well, apparently, because they are not that expensive. It's the steel and the things that we really want. But it would take a long time to transport. Yes, but how long did it take to build the goddamn prefab panels plant factory? It took 1.5 years. Yes. How long is it going to take to build this iron mine? I don't know. 2,894 workdays are remaining, and there are 4 workers on the site. So do the maths. Yes. 1 worker on the site. Yes, so it's going to take you 1,000 days, 3 years. Now it's going to take forever because now there is none. Yes, I don't know if I should get a specialized construction office, one that is specialized in bringing workers to construction sites and will not auto-search anything, but I will only assign it when we need people to finish up something, or when we need a lot of people for some reason. Where should we put this? Somewhere where it is not in the way of industry and things out here. Yes, here would be good. I almost went for the auto build using rubles, but the stuff we actually make, except for the 2.5 tons of steel, we make all of this ourselves. Yes, but if I were to auto purchase build this, that would mean I could get progress a whole lot quicker here and elsewhere. Still no prefab, but now we have prefab panels here. Yes, then we can start accepting workers here as well. And here we don't have any yet. You're missing asphalt. Really? Okay, and you don't have any dumpers, do you? Plant cannot produce asphalt. Oh, we set it to not workers. We can have 2 for now. Problem is just that they're sharing here with the sawmill with one current spot to work as asphalt plant and prefab panels factory, and then the bus also set to go up here, so it doesn't even unload all that it has. It only unloads a tiny amount. In fact, I think that we should start unloading a bit more. The problem is that half is not relative to the current occupancy of the bus. No, it is the capacity of the bus, which is not very helpful. You know, it's just not, and it's a little bit obviously wrong. We have workers, we have resources, very good. And this will be a big day when these houses finally get built. There's 30 adult children. I don't like that at all. No. Even these terrible places, 65% quality of flats. But what is a humble dictator or leader supposed to do? Yes, you could click this button, but no, they can stay with their parents for a while longer. I have had 3 escapes. I say this: the people are certainly living a long life and are very healthy. For a city of 2.2 thousand people, this is quite low load on the thing. That's because it's the pollution monitoring station. Has that by any chance been built? I don't know. Where did you put it? I was about here. Oh, this is excellent. You know. This is lacking asphalt, and we have 38 people just waiting about here doing nothing. Don't, please. You're still walking to this place? Stop it. Stop. You stop. I suppose they had already set out and determined where they were working, so to speak, this day, which just happens to be right next to the pub as well. A building site without resources. Yeah, right. Meanwhile, everything is very overcrowded. Is the research done? Yes, it is. Excellent. We are, though, a little bit, on the low end of coping here. Yes, not sure why there are so few workers here. I mean, it's reachable from a lot of places, and there are educated people here. This is a bit lacking in infrastructure. Why not? There is no other building in the way. I told you. Of course not. You can do this. List. Okay. It is a bit tempting to click this. Yes. I'm making it easier for the people. Severely. Should have done it a long time ago. Sorry. Let's hope some more professors show up. Yes, I think they are. I think they are showing up. No, they're not. You imagine. However, more students have certainly started showing up. fantastic indeed. But church is very popular. This is a good thing because they aren't so picky about no sports, you know. This is perfect. 100% religion, 0% sports, 0% culture. Even though we have a theater. We have this, the wheel. But they're not that interested. You are. You don't like church at all. No. You are more cultural. Yes, they have some individualism in them. After all, they have different habits. Some like to go to church, some like to go to the Ferris wheel, and some would like to have gone to the sports place, but no, there isn't one. I'm afraid. Yes. So at this, okay. Did you have? Yes, you have 31 tons of prefab panels. This is good. I mean, we could focus even more attention on this. We could increase the number of workers here a little bit. But then this will take workers from the thing, from the bus platforms, and that will take workers away from everything, especially the power plant. We don't want that. Now this one, you are assigned to 2 construction offices, but not to this one. Bavkavysk. No, Bavkavysk is what you need in order to get certain things, I think. No. You should be fine. Don't think of it, but anyway, you can help. Asphalt plant cannot produce asphalt. The source is without mechanical components. Still, really. I mean, then we're not going to get these things done. There are mechanical components. Plenty. In fact, how much mechanical components have we bought so far this year? Here, mechanical components, dollars, 19.5 tons, you say. 114 tons of steel and 20 tons of bricks. The bricks were not expensive. They were just very, very slow to transport. Yes, and cement is not that big of an expense. It's excellent. We don't have to deal with that then. Prefab panels you're loading up on. No workers. But they have quite a bit in stock. Our shift is arriving. That should mean that the asphalt plant also... Yes, the asphalt plant is online. Please send dumper trucks now, when it is possible, when they are available. That doesn't happen every so often. No. It only happens a few times. Yes, from gravel you can do a lot of stuff, it turns out. And you can do even more than what we have here. A lot more. In fact. But this is as far as we're going to get regarding this quarry. I think. How are we doing? Is this no worker mechanism? No, you need a road crane, I would suppose, and those are not in great supply. Those are in fact in small supply. Why is this not assigned to a construction office? Where is my construction? Here it is. We're not building this. No. Why not? It is within your search area. Yes. I don't know. Overall yes. Construction is not assigned to construction office. No, of course not, because the road is now to one only. Is this some sort of blind spot? Perhaps. Yes, it will get done now. The mine, you're coming along. 200 workdays have been completed since last visit. Yes. You know, it is a bit painfully slow, this. No workers mechanism. You don't say. Yes, this construction office I would really like. But that's going to take off here. How much does it cost? 7,000 rubles. It's very cheap. So is this road. There we go. You should be a little special one, because you will have buses. And I made a mistake when I bought these because it says 1980. I thought it said 1960. 55 workers. We must have something better now. It is the 70s, you know. Next year we get something good from Hungary. But what was this? This 98 passengers. Very slow, though. 1989. No, really nothing that tickles my fancy, you know. The moment. So it's going to have to be something classic. That one is not yet not available anymore. No. Wait, come on, man. Decide on something. Yes, this is not good. This is too new. Screw it, I'm going western. Bus. What's this? 1977. And 1984. 19... Mars 305. It's for all of you. Yes. Now don't go crazy and send out all of these at once. Let's see which bus platform, bus stop, bus platform. It is certainly not. This one actually has 57 workers waiting. This one has not. So it's going to be this one. Where did it go? There it went. There you go. And now then, stop. Do not auto search. No. Cancel. Cancel all of this. Don't. Yes, goodbye. There you are. Now I need to be very clear on what it is that I want you to do here. I want you to work on this, for example. And again, don't send out all. You will send out all buses one after another. Yes, and probably cause a major traffic incident. While doing it. Yes. And you won't get that many workers because they will you will have emptied out the resource amongst the first, thing. And as luck would have it, you come in as third. Of course, all of the buses show up at once, as is the tradition. I've fought it. Knock on wood, it has not crashed yet, this version of the game. 0.8.1.10 is where we're at, coal worker line. Then I'm not doing a lot of fancy things. I'm doing basic stuff, gravel, mostly gravel-based things. They have been in the game quite a long time. Yes, this is not a good traffic situation that we have created. And how many workers do you get? 7. And you? 17. Ooh. It's good. It's because it takes so long to make a U-turn. Yes. Only 4 workers in the power plant. That's very bad. How many workers in here? None. Is there another traffic jam? Perhaps traffic problem somewhere? Well, this would be it, maybe. I hope it will. I cannot do much about it. No, and I'm not going to do anything about it. Yes, we have prefab panels here as well. You can get to work if you like. That will mean even fewer workers for the power plant. Yes, it would. This looks to be... this is completed now. Oh, wow, look, fantastic. We arrived just in time. 4 workdays left. And I wonder if this is the one that because one of these is set to move in 75%, and one is set to full. And 4 workdays. You need. You're still lacking 550 kilograms of prefab panels. It's the last touch. Could it be something here, maybe? Otherwise, you are completely done. But here, not a lot is happening. No. Right, and what about... What about anything? What about this? Come on then, we need a little bit more of prefab panels. Here comes an enormous truck with 0.56 tons. There we go. It's, yes, excellent. It was the one that did not have that many people moved in. That should mean that the number of... you can look here. None. This year, did they all escape? Well, 10 have escaped. But no, this was now. When this got built, of course, they got relocated first of all. That's how it works. Hello. I was thinking that they would have been brought in from the rest of from all over the place, but of course not. Oh, that's good. This should have increased the workforce significantly. You can definitely walk to the bus stop. It's only 100 meters away. Yes, but how am I going to support a steel industry from this little town? I don't know. I cannot even support one of these things. and the steel mill is here. That means you have to go through all of this stuff to get to it. You know, very suboptimal, much of this. But then again, it has its charm to it as well. You have 1 ton of prefab panels. Are you perhaps going to somewhere that is almost completed? No. They need 35 tons. Why are you bringing 1? Because there were no workers at the place. Oh, you have started building the pollution monitoring station here. Very good. And 35 workers you have brought out here. You think that is necessary? I think that there are more important workplaces that this could be employed at. Yes, the road is a little bit bumpy, but yes, all these gravel roads, it's making it very slow to move on the roads. Indeed. But now things are starting to happen here. Yes, as I said, 1973 is going to be the year that it goes. That it goes. As so to speak, you know. Dum 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 dum. Bum 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 bum. Yes, I think we... did I have anything more to say on this subject for the moment? I usually always do. But I think I'm all spoken out for the moment. Prefabs we got now. That means residential buildings are going up. It's happening. It's very much happening, in fact. Population ought to be, yes, 2,500. How is the meat industry coming along? Not a lot is happening, because here is one of these things. And here is one of these things that you need to click to get done. This? No, not this. Yes, this is no. Why is it not getting done? Yeah, I don't know. But you have not started work on these yet, and that would be because the road is not completed. And it's some sort of mess here, probably with a road to that thing, like this one, for example. Why are you not assigned to a construction office? I wonder. Should we try and help you along a bit? What was it? It was a tiny bit of road. Somewhere. Yes, I can feel my mind slipping. So it's alright. This, no, you cannot. That's not what I meant to do. What's this? This is a distribution thing. Yes, like this. Why are you not? Because that's a slaughterhouse and you have not finished connecting a road to it. But yes, this bit it was. Come on. Yes. And then that should allow you to do other things here. You have at least managed to do this. That's good. And then why don't you do these as well? Okay. Yes, this is soon to be completed. 21 more tons of prefabricated panels. But this is done now. Fantastic. Yes. I think we should be starting thinking about a chemical plant. A chemical plant? Yes, a chemical plant. And do you want that down there? Chemicals, various industry maybe. Mechanical components. No, it's oil, bitumen industry, chemical plant. You have aggregate import, you have petroleum import, but how much do you actually need? You don't need a lot of stuff. You need a lot of different stuff. Yes, you need wood, gravel, crops, and oil. You need twice as much oil as all the other things. And I mean, wood is up there. Crops is over there. Oil is over here. And gravel is over there. Yes, I think that this is a good place. But we need workers. Yes, that's why we're going to put it down here. Do we really want to try and get it in? Right, but no, here. Yes, this will allow for space for activities and such. That pipeline will be very expensive though. Oh, excellent. The left control also turns off the thing for footpaths and roads, it must mean. But this is a problem because your road connection is of course there, yes. And that will be difficult, I suspect. Maybe not impossible though, but difficult, certainly. I should have turned off that. This do not. Yes, this deletes in segments. Fantastic. Maybe. It's yes, it's much more polished and good, of course, but one is used to how things worked. And let's try and get this in before we do anything else. This is plenty of space to do that sort of thing. Yes, and then here I think that we would like a aggregate unloader truck, a road, one of those. It's in here. Truck aggregate unloading. Oh yes, and you just do that, just like that. You did before. Now there you go. Yes. And yes. Yes. Are you actually within reach of the search for deconstruction. I doubt it. No, you're not. We do that. Then it's very far away. Yes, it takes a while, I think. It only does, I think it only searches for things to do every now and then. There we go. Now you are. Yes, you have found things. Good. So here we'll unload that stuff. And what else did you need? You also needed wood and wasn't it one more thing? You have gravel, oil, and what else did you need? Chemical plant. Wood, crops, of course, crops. Yes. Crops. Can we get a? I don't think that we can. Warehouse. Maybe. Not one of these though, but yes. But that's not very good. No, that's not very fitting to these circumstances, unfortunately. We shall see if there is something available in the mod toolkit. And meanwhile, remove this pipeline again. And what is it that we want? We want this storage. Yes, storage. The warehouse. No. Unless you would do something like this, maybe. You're not ridiculously overpowered, a little bit, but not too bad. Okay. And then I shall bring in a little bit of, what should we call it? Wood and crops. Here into this warehouse. Yes, now I'm getting very strong interference here in yes. You have to. Nu får du ge dig. Sluta. I don't know what's gotten into her. She's crazy. This evening. Yes. Would you let go now, please? Let go. Let go. Let go. Sluta. This is ridiculous. I don't know what to do. Well, we could end. It's been going on for a while, this one. The dollar account is extremely low. Yes, I would think that I've been importing quite a bit of steel or something. Yes, steel this year, quite a bit. 78,000 and 30,000 mechanical components. Yes. How much is the electricity export bringing in? Decently. Alcohol is bringing in a bit as well. 8,000, not much, but something. Yes, this is going to have to sit for a bit. It's the way it is, apparently, when you do it like this. Let's have a look here. You're not full by any means. No, because it's getting put into this one at a very slow rate. Yes. Are you getting built? No workers or mechanism? No, but yes, we need. Should do this. You see, the iron mine is now complete. That's what putting my special construction office on the job does. However, it is of. No, it's not complete at all. I'm mistaken. It is far from complete, but it is getting there. And this is the reason. We shall have you help a bit. Here's one of these buggy things get done so that they can get working on the processing plant. And this bit. Yes, that is supposed to be done as well. It might be. These two, oops, these though, these, oh, these are assigned, okay. Right, this is going to have to sit for a while. It is the 1st of June of 1973. Dear friends, thank you so very much for watching. I'm gonna have to think about what the plans are. The plans are still steel. We need steel before we can really expand and build out the utopia here. Yes, when we have the steel, the world layeth before our feet. Perhaps. Good night.